My name is Angelita Ann Benali. I grew up in Kirtland, New Mexico. I work as a patient services coordinator for the Farmington Public Library, which is in Farmington, New Mexico. As a patient services coordinator, I supervise over 25 people, sometimes 30 people. And within the patient services department, our job is to make library cards for patrons. We take care of fines. We take care of patrons' accounts. We give patrons access to computers if they need computers. So basically, we are the start of the library where patrons have to come first if they want to get an e-card or a library card. For me, typically, I show up and I have to make sure that there are reports that run every day. I have to make sure that the reports are being distributed to my supervisors, to my technicians. I do have a lot of emails that come through, reports of emails that have to answer. We do have an email that patrons respond to us, like contact us. They also have, we do have on our website, we have a link where patrons, if they want to update their account, if they want to place items on holds. So those are things that I have to check and make sure they're getting distributed correct to the right patron or to the right staff. Assisting the patron, getting to know the patrons. You'll see the same patrons coming in and you get to know them. You get to know the books that they read. I like to meet new people and encourage them to read all the terrific books that we have. So the first library position that I had was back in 1992. It was at a public school, Navajo Preparatory School. The school was actually a dormitory school. So she needed help in the evening, so I applied for that position. And so I was there in the evenings, helping the students there with schoolwork and computers and helping them find materials that they need for their schoolwork. And then I think I was there for about a year. And then from there, the Farmington Public Library had a job opening as a library clerk. And I applied there and I got the position as a library clerk. And that was probably in 1995. And so I started with the public library in 1995 as part-time. Throughout the years, I became full-time. I was able to do more than clerk job. I worked at the circulation. I issued library cards, took care of fines, but I also got a chance to work in the processing department. Processing department, or they call it now, the tech services. In that department, you get to process the books, all the new books that come in. You get to barcode them, put the security in them. So I was able to I had a chance to do that. So I kind of was able to, do a number of things as a clerk. After becoming a clerk, I became a technician. And then after I became a technician, I became a supervisor. And then after becoming a supervisor, I became a coordinator. From the time I started at the beginning to now, I've gained a lot of experiences just by watching. I've gained a lot of experience by having, like I said, mentors, and then self-educating myself, wanting to improve on myself. I'm going to say in 2 years, I'll be here for 25 years. So I'm planning to retire either when I get to 30 or 35 years. I haven't decided yet. I do have a son that's still in middle school right now. So I figured maybe I can retire when he gets to, when he finishes high school. Oh, after I retire here, probably in, I don't know, 7, 8 years maybe. One of the things that I like to do is I like to help people. I like to improve. I know people, I've gone through a lot in my own experience, in my own life. And one of the things that I do on my off time is I attend meetings back on the reservation. We have this chapter house where the community can come together and, discuss things and comments and stuff like that. Something where, I want to help my community at the chapter house. If not the chapter house, maybe something else, but, giving back to my community, helping them and assisting them. Hopefully in 5 years, I'll get to do something like that. Okay, so in high school, there were a couple classes that I really enjoyed. I also was a library aide, not knowing that I was going to be a librarian, but I did enjoy the librarian aide, being a librarian aide in high school. Again, it's just helping the teachers and the students. And then there's one class that I enjoyed the most. It was called data processing. I think it was probably the first time that I guess you can call it computer for us, but it was the computer was developing. It's a processing where you have a keyboard, like a typewriter, then you have a computer to the side. And my teacher at the time, she said, okay, Angie, I want you to read this manual and I want you to know it inside out, and you're going to be my helper. You're going to assist me, when staff need help or troubleshoot. So I did that. And that was really, for her to give me that responsibility was awesome, and helping the students when they had troubles or trying to figure out the data processing. So I did enjoy that. I also enjoyed accounting numbers. I did enjoy that too. When I was in high school too, I also participated in sports. I played basketball. And here in Kirtland, basketball is a sport that everybody is. You have to do your best because Kirtland had won eight state champs in a row. So you have to keep that legacy up. I know that sometimes you're gonna hit trials and errors in life. It could be personal, it could be work, it could be education. It doesn't matter what position you're in. Um, if you put your mind to it, if you have a goal that you set, you can accomplish it, even though maybe, whatever problems, trials, like I said, challenges you face, I just say that just stay strong and just keep, don't give up.